evening, everyone. Welcome to Janderra. I'm Geraldine, and this is our weekly catch-up and chat. Hope everyone's had a wonderful week and that everything is going well and growing nicely and that you've all had a good week. It's lovely to see you all in here. Good morning, time to shine. Thanks for joining me, Tom. Hi, Annette from Apple Tree Urban Homestead in Perth. It's always lovely to have you here. So yes, we're having progress. It has been a very interesting week this week. Yes, last Sunday we had a lovely weekly chat and catch up. Had Ed come up and had a lovely time chatting about the Ed's Crazy Cook-Off Barbecue Challenge. So yes, if you're not part of that, be in it. It's good fun, that one. Hi, Wild. Hi, Bibby. Thanks for coming. Hey, Bummer, how are you? We've had a very interesting week this week. So yes, so once we got to Monday, the whole roof saga continued. And pretty much the whole week has been consumed by roof saga. There has been a lot of progress, but there's also been a lot of challenges that we have found out about, which isn't really great. Yeah, no, you're more than welcome to join. Wild, that would be great. Just going through some of the stuff that's happened this week. Yes, as soon as I spot you in the basement. So our ceilings were removed, and in at least 2 of the bedrooms. Oh, what's this? So, Bomber, you're about as sore as can be. I'm trying to find something that isn't hurting, but I think I might only be my typing fingers. Oh dear. That's not good, Bomber. You had a big day on the block. Made lots of progress, I hope. It's not so bad being sore if you can actually see lots of progress that you've made for it. So yeah, so they removed the ceiling, and while they were in the process of cleaning out the mold in the second bedroom, they actually found termites, which is what I'm showing in this video. So yeah, it turns out the particular termites that they found were they're very shy termites, and they've already started building their mound again even after being treated, which is a great thing. It means they're happily trampling through the termidor, which they will happily take back to the nest. So that is fantastic. But it means they're happily building the nest and still eating my house. And we did have, this was when we had the termites treated, and there were a couple of other spots around the house that we found the termites as well. And interestingly enough, they actually, the termite guys that we had come out, they were looking at how quickly the nest has been built and how much they've actually rebuilt already, and are thinking the termites have actually only been there for about a month. And we've been in the caravans for about 2 months, and they're a very shy species of termite. So potentially if we hadn't been out of the house, they wouldn't have started building their nest there. So yeah, anyway. Another compost bin done, and got your bathtub frame done. Excellent. For the worm farm. Excellent. Then Julianne and you are making some more raised garden beds, and I was on the power saw ripping some red gum sleepers. Nice. Very productive day, Bomber. Oh, the other thing that we found when they took up the carpet was there is a massive big crack in the middle room, which is possibly from the termites, because they've actually they're a subterranean termite, and it looks like part of their nest has actually made it so that the concrete has dropped quite badly, which also makes the well, the mold guys, not the builder, thinks that it means that there's no Rio actually in that particular bit of concrete, which isn't great. But it's better that we find these problems now than later. So it's not tragic. I had a mask on in this one because the Thermador had already had only just been put down. So yes, that's what that is. So the mum's caravan went back this week because her room and most of the house that she's part of the section of the house that she's in is actually all safe and everything now. So I put up a review video on the Lux Accessible Caravan, which is really great from some perspectives, not so great from others, but I go through that in the video. And then this video is basically going through that the mold guys have done everything that they can, and now we're on hold waiting for the builders to come to reassess whether and what parts of the roof can come down to have the mold treated and what's actually unsafe now because of the termites. So the insurance company's sending out a builder and a termite guy. So yes, I was actually hoping last week, because it was only supposed to take 4 days to get the 3 rooms done, well, the 4 rooms, but they'd already done the laundry. So it was only supposed to take 4 days for the house to be clear of mold. So I was actually hoping to be doing this in the house last week. So last week I was hoping that tonight I would have been in the house actually being able to do this live, but I'm still in the shed. It's not my favourite place to be, but oh dear. No, this building stuff Greg's not going to be doing because it's going to be something one that the insurance company provides, and Greg's not available until Christmas anyway. And there's no way in the world that the insurance is going to be patiently waiting that long. And we don't actually know what the insurance is covering and what they're not. Greg has already said that the concreting issues is totally out of his league. It is a major problem. Like major problem. Where's the video? There it is. See if I can show you the. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Janderra. I'm Garrowin. Silence me, but that is a good inch drop in that concrete there. Yeah, Greg is actually really, really busy. With a lot of insurance jobs, actually. There's just so much work around at the moment, and it's nutty. Oh, you had a cry yesterday. Yeah, oh, yeah, I saw that. You lost your big rooster. He was a big Plymouth Rock, wasn't he? He was a mongrel. Oh, he hit you a few times. He was a beautiful rooster. You had to bury him, so you put him under a tree and carved an R in it. Oh, that's sweet. Yes. Well, that was one of the other videos that I put up this week was of a rooster that we got given. So this is Booster. Booster the rooster. He's a Rhode Island Red. And we got given him, so he was a freebie. I know why he was free. The day after we popped him in there, Jonathan loves to collect the eggs. So Jonathan went in to collect the eggs, and Booster ended up on his head. Scared the living daylights out of poor Jonathan. I mean, Jonathan's only 4, so he's only little. So he had this rooster on his head. That was not fun. And then the next day, Booster decided to attack Matthew. And then the day after that, Booster tried to attack me. So Booster is a bit of a challenge. So I've got a bit of a poll going on here on Booster. So I've said if Booster is to go into the freezer camp, put a thumbs down, if I should use him as a breeder, to have a thumbs up. So if you could go over to that video and vote for me as to what you want to see done with Booster. I haven't quite decided. I'm leaning towards freezer camp. So yes, not sure what to do with Booster. He's a very good-looking Rhode Island Red, but I have got another Rhode Island Red, and I did have these girls with my other Rhode Island Red, but it's all good. My other two roosters are related to these girls, so I can't have them with them. Good morning, Dave Collier Kemp from Virginia. Thank you for joining us. So if you think I should put Booster into freezer camp, put a thumbs down on this video, and if you think Booster should be used as a breeder, put a thumbs up. At the moment, it looks like breeders have got it. Freezer camp, you reckon, Tom? I'm thinking so. I mean, he actually did put a little bit of a cut in Jonathan's head, which is, it would have just been his claw landing on his head, so I wasn't scratching him, although he did go to scratch me. I can get in there because I know how to put something in front of me and kind of stop him from being able to cause me any problems, but I'm still not liking going in there. Oh, you've inherited all the chooks, apparently. Have you got a permanent place to go yet, Bibby? Because that could be a challenge. So if people want to go over and vote on this video with a thumbs up or a thumbs down, to let me know what you think, freezer camp or breeder. I'm seriously leaning towards freezer camp. So yes, he is a stunning boy. He really is. But my other Rhode Island Red is just as gorgeous. Rhode Island Red roosters are absolutely stunning. Absolutely love them. Nope, still homeless. Oh dear. Hey Andy, make sure you go over to the video and hit that thumbs down. And feel free to put a comment on the video as well. Yes, Booster the rooster. I think he needs to be a booster in the pot. Nugget for yours, but I'm keeping my new roo. How you doing, Andy? I saw you you'd had a bit of a tumble off your retaining wall. Your fingers still looking like big sausages? So yes, that's basically it. Oh, I do have a question for everyone. I'm not sure how well this is going to work because I've never actually put a poll in the thing yet. So I've just tried to put a poll up asking for people what their opinion is on my thumbnails. So I've got a bit of a combination of what I've been using at the moment is black writing on white background. And you probably remember I used to have a blue writing, yellow writing on blue background, or the blue writing on the yellow background. Which do you find easiest to read? Do you like the black on the white, the blue on the yellow, or the yellow on the blue? Which stands out more to you? I mean, the other difference too is I've got like an outline around these ones, whereas I've decided to stop using the outline because I think it makes it a little bit harder to see. Which writing do you actually find easier to read and spot, and which stands out more to you? What do you reckon? Can you vote in the poll? That would be wonderful. I'd really appreciate it. Okay. You got a free rooster yesterday, Wild? That's awesome. Stew pot he goes. Yeah, I think he's going to have to. I think he's going to have to. Oh, you still got sausages? Oh, no, you don't have sausages. You can almost see your knuckle now. It's good to see it's going down a bit. That's good to see. So at the moment, everyone looks like people are mostly liking the blue text with the yellow background. Okay, that's interesting. So that's that one. The blue text with the yellow background. Oh, no, we've got the black and the white is equal to the yellow background. Sorry, to the white and the black. I'm just not quite sure. I might have to try it with the blue without I think the outline's what's causing some of the issues here. So I think it might be a little bit more readable without the outline. 2 more meat birds coming to you, Wild. Oh, and speaking of things coming from Time to Shine over to Wild Edibles, how about we go and have a look at, for those that weren't here last week, we were talking about my, where is it? Isn't it interesting how on your own channel you can't actually find stuff? Oh, good Lord. Okay, if you type in Janderra Milk Challenge, so hashtag Janderra Milk Challenge, so this one, Wild Edibles and Mike the Caveman have put a entry in. And so has Patriot Homestead. So Patriot Homestead has made a lovely butter from her cow's milk. So she's milked her cow by hand, and then made some butter out of it, which is fantastic. I mean, I've made feta, but I actually used a lot of the recipe from Andy from McDowall Manor, who just recently fell off his retaining wall. But Wild Edibles, with the help of Time to Shine, because Time to Shine bought the milk over for them, made up a mozzarella cheese. And they had so much fun making this video. So you got to go over and check it out. And if you have a recipe that you use milk with, make a video and put the hashtag Janderra Milk Challenge, and I'll make sure I do a feature of you on my weekly chat and catch up. But Wild and Time to Shine, both Tom and Angel from Time to Shine, had an absolute blast with this. Tom helped Wild mostly with this one, and Angel helped Wild mostly on Mike's channel. Oops, sorry, take that down. So go over and check them out. They're really fun, and they just had so much fun making this mozzarella. And Wild also made a ricotta as well. So yeah, check it out. It's lots of fun. Yes, and hopefully when my goat stops having pink milk, I might have milk again. Actually, no, only one of them has got a little bit of pink milk, and I'm not sure if the babies have injured her while they're feeding or if she's got a bit of a calcium deficiency. So got to look into that one. I've actually separated her from the babies now, which means I'm going to have oodles of pink milk or she's going to recover quite quickly. Either way, it's not a huge drama. Apparently pink milk is able to be drunk. I'm not going there. So it'll go to the chickens. Although apparently you can give a pint of the milk back to the goat, and that can help to improve it as well. I'm so glad you had fun, Wild. It was so much fun watching you guys with it. It really was. It was so much fun. You really got to watch it. It's just the funnest video. So yeah, so that's the milk that Time to Shine brought over for Wild, and there it is. She's making the cheese, and she actually used some of her homemade apple cider vinegar in there too. It was really good. Oh, you're going to do a clam chowder challenge soon. Yay! I have never actually tried a clam chowder, so that would be really, really interesting, Tom. I would enjoy seeing that. Yeah, they just had so much fun doing this. They really did. And I had a lot of fun watching it too. So go over there and have a watch. Yes. Now, does anyone want to come up and chat on the panel? You're more than welcome. Yeah, definitely check out so if you want to know what the rules are on the milk challenge, there really isn't too many. You're showering clams? Clam chowder. Chowder. Typo. That would be fantastic, Tom. Absolutely fantastic. I look forward to seeing your clam chowder. Hey, Nikkei, thanks for joining us. Always lovely to have you with us. Yeah, so with the Janderra milk challenge, it's basically if you have a recipe where you use milk. It doesn't matter what kind of milk it is, whether it's a cow milk, goat milk, sheep milk, almond milk, coconut milk. You can use soy milk if you must, but I really would prefer you didn't. Simply because soy milk is not something that boys or men should use, because it does have some estrogen mimicking qualities to it. So it's not good for males. But that's another story completely. But yeah, that's basically the only rule to it is to make sure that you have the hashtag Janderra Milk Challenge. So it's not Janderra's Milk Challenge, it's Janderra Milk Challenge. And that's basically the only rule for it. So quite simple. You're going to milk the chooks, are you, Bibby? I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. But if you manage it and you can think of a nice recipe to use for chook milk, I'm game. It would be entertaining to watch. Anyway, that's probably about all for today. As I said, it's been a bit of a long week, bit of a roller coaster, especially with finding the termites. The termites really, really threw me for a loop. That was not expected at all in any way, shape, or form. It really did. It threw me for a loop this week. Just trying to comprehend, okay, what do we do now? Do I have to wait for the insurance company to get somebody in? Do I get somebody in? And trying to actually get a hold of people at the insurance company is a little bit difficult, because normally with things being done at the house, I talk to Crawford and they interact between me and RACQ. But then if it's something to do with accommodation, I've got to ring RACQ directly. But then the person I needed to talk to wasn't working that day. So, and when you ring RACQ directly, you get a different person every time. So it's kind of difficult. Smoked fish and milk. That's an interesting idea. You have a creamy cod chowder. Ooh. See, that would definitely be something I wouldn't have thought of doing with milk. So Tom already did a first cooking video of fish. Check it out. Okay. Also, can we use cream? Because Tom can't really use real milk. Yeah, you can use cream. That's fine. I mean, it's difficult for me to get the cream from the goat's milk, but that's not the whole idea of the challenge. The whole idea of the challenge is just to have a bit of fun with some milk recipes, and ideally inspire me a little bit as to what to do with all my milk. But it's not the only reason for the challenge. The idea is to also help people grow their channels, give them something to do. So yes. So with goat's milk, it's quite difficult to actually get the cream unless you've got a proper cream separator. Otherwise, it takes like 5 days for the cream to rise to the top, and you still only get like a little bit of cream as opposed to lots of milk. It can also depend on the breed of goat you've got. My goats don't produce a lot of cream. So, yeah. It's been a hard week, Andy. It's been a really hard week. Really, really hard week, Wild. Oh, that's the smoked fish. Okay. Smoked fish and milk works really good for a clam chowder. Fascinating. The goat's milk. It's thicker milk, yes, but it's naturally homogenized. So with cow's milk, when you buy it from the shops, they've actually homogenized it. So they've forced the cream through the milk. Goat's milk is naturally homogenized. So unless you've got a proper cream separator, which will actually get more of the cream out of the goat's milk, it takes a long time to get it out because you've got to let it sit and not move. And it takes like 5 days for that cream to rise to the top. So yes. Oh, it's very interesting. Goat's milk's fascinating. The other interesting thing too is that goat's milk is a little whiter than cow's milk, and which also makes the butter white. Like it's this pure white milk, pure white butter. I have actually made butter out of goat's milk before. Didn't get a huge amount. It took about a week to get a litre of cream out of. I think I was getting about 7 litres of milk at the time. And it took a week to actually get a litre of cream. And then when I actually made the butter out of it, it was only like this little tiny itty bitty jar of butter. It did taste really nice, but it was white and it was a bit weird. The cooking video really turned out. You need to watch it, please. Only used homogenized milk. Okay, let's check that out. Find your channel. A cooking video, huh? How long ago was it? Oh, Tom, I'm a bit behind watching your videos. How did that happen? Actually, I'm a bit behind watching anyone's videos. I have been so... I've pretty much been doing load of washing after 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 load of washing. One load of washing finishes, I stick it on the line. Then the next load of washing's finished and I stick it on the line. Then the next load of washing's finished and I stick it on the line. And in between this, I'm trying to homeschool boys. And deal with insurance companies. And I'm just over it. I'm over it. Had turmeric. Also, it's the less fat, actually, is it, Andy? That makes it so that people can tolerate it. Well, I thought it was the different protein structure. Ah, you've grown up on goat's milk. Lovely. Really? I did not know that, Andy. That is interesting. I know all the goat's milk cheese I've made's always been white. Oh, counting clothes pegs. That's a good idea. Jonathan does actually like handing me the clothes pegs. Not always quite so helpful. Sometimes I need 2 pegs and I end up with 10. But it's always entertaining. See, Tom's got some really interesting stuff on his channel. Got some beautiful flowers. Absolutely beautiful. Now, how far back is this cooking video, Tom? My goodness, it has been a while since I've watched videos. I've got to get back to it. Your oldest can tolerate the goat's milk better than the cow's milk. A lot of people can. My mum can't tolerate cow's milk all that well, but she can do the goat's milk fine. Oh, are you talking about the cooking the bass? Is that the one you're talking about?
The Time to Shine Homestead. And today we'll be cooking some bass that I caught last night. I caught a beautiful 6.5 pound large. Look how thick these fillets are. But I'm doing this for Darren from Downunder Farmer's Porch. You want to see me do a catch and cook. So what I've done is beat up 2 big eggs from the farm, from my farm here, my backyard farm. And what we're going to do is we're going to mix all the egg yolk up really good in here, guys. Making sure it's covered, right? You know, I'm just covering it up again. And we're going to use Today we're going to use Rocky Mountain fish crust. So you mix it up really good with the egg. All right? And then right away it goes right into the coffee can that's full of crisp. Just like you're doing chicken wings, guys. You put it all in there. You shake it off. You don't want all the egg. You just want enough to cover the fish. This is just a quick catch and cook here, guys. Like I make English style. I do every style. But anyways, so now I will quickly rinse my hands.
Egg can be very messy when you're
Water's
cooking with
hot.
it.
Quickly rinse my hands. You see how I put it in there? Now we'll shake it up. Hey, there's
That's a
Robert.
good idea.
Rob, just calm down, buddy. I will give you some fish when it's done, okay? But don't take it out of the pan here, okay, bud?
He looks hungry.
Chill. But anyway, so we shake it up really good, guys.
He looks hungry.
Just like you're doing chicken wings. Like, shake her up. You can use a coffee can, any kind of can you have at the top, guys. Shake it up good. Shake it up good.
Get your workout for the day.
Okay. And I'm getting really sloppy here today, folks. Look at that. See how that is? Doesn't that look good? So then we go right over here. I did a test piece, guys, just to see if the grease is hot enough. And look at that. Look at that, guys. Perfect. Not just a little piece. Look how nice and brown that is. And now we'll add some big pieces. Look at this. Get that over. Look at this, folks. Look how thick that piece is. We'll put it right in there. Ooh. It's important to make sure your grease is hot.
He does look hungry.
The old-fashioned way, guys, just put a little tiny piece of bread in. And that's how you check it.
Listen to that sizzle.
Nice big pieces here. This is how simple it is to do fish for your family. It's not very hard, guys. Make sure it's not sticking or anything. Make sure your grease is hot. That's the most important thing. Let's sit here. Should be a minute on each side or so, guys. So it's nice and golden brown. I hope you enjoy this, Darren. This video is for you, my buddy. See how quick? Isn't that nice, guys? Isn't that nice and brown, eh? Look at that, eh? That's how easy it is to do, guys. If you have your grease hot enough. Look at this, eh? Isn't that beautiful? So we'll let that sit for a couple minutes.
It does look very yummy.
And then we'll get my wife to do a taste test. She'll probably be tasting this small piece right here, guys. She'll be tasting that piece there. Just wait. No talking yet. That's my wife's favorite fish is bass, guys. And a lot of people, I guess, in USA don't eat bass because they're more of a sports fish. But here in Canada, bass is really, we love bass. And we do release a lot of our fish too. We only keep enough to eat sometimes, guys. I must release.
Sustainable fishing is important.
24 yesterday I released.
Yep.
Kept my limit at 6.
Yep.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. Almost done. Look at that. Perfect. Look at that. So you want to make sure like it's perfectly brown like that. This
That
fish
looks
is almost done
delicious.
here. Because of fish fillets, I'm just going to leave them in for an extra minute here. And then the finishing product will be coming out very shortly. Robert, chill out, buddy. Okay? I will make sure you get a piece.
You eat
Like,
it.
you're so close to everything. Like, chill, man. Robert there just trying to steal the fish. I think he wants to eat it raw. No, Robert, it's better cook, bud. Look at that.
You had a lot of fun. And
Love
Robert on the table. That's very cool.
Nice that is. We're using extra virgin olive oil. The thing with olive oil,
He's a handful. You got to keep an eye on him.
Olive oil will actually burn, and that's not good, guys. So you just medium heat until it's at the right temperature. And look at that, guys. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh dear.
Look at that. I always make sure to get all the grease off it. If your grease is hot enough, guys, can you show the folks over here? the grease is hot enough. It comes off easy and you don't have greasy fish. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
That just looks delicious.
Yum, yum.
Look at that, eh? Perfectly done. Not
Angel sounds
burnt.
eager.
Look at that.
It would be hard to type with 9
We'll
fingers.
try a piece here. Me and
You
my
have
wife
to
will
be
try
more
a piece
careful
here.
near those
Look how
retaining
nice
walls,
and
Andy.
white and flaky that fish is. Look at that.
Look at
folks.
that. Oh,
Like,
Tom,
you
that
like
is
that?
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yum.
So, like, you get me on camera testing it. I'm telling you guys, that is, look how white that
Angel
is.
looks like he's too eager to
That
try
is
it.
magnificent.
Yummy.
It looks hot.
Anyway, I have my mouth full of fish. That's the end of our video today, guys. Much love and God bless you. Stay safe. I love you all.
That's awesome. Yummy.
Your family.
Tom, I am
I
definitely
use
looking
extra
forward to
virgin
seeing your
olive oil.
clam chowder.
The thing with olive oil, if you heat your pan up too hot, your olive oil will actually burn, and that's not good, guys.
That is so good. If you guys haven't seen Tom's video, please go and check it out. Time to Shine is just a really great channel, and Tom is a lovely gentleman, and his wife Angel is just beautiful. Love them both. Hey, Bushcraft family, welcome. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to call it a night. It's been a very long day. Actually, it's been a lot of very long days. And just having a series of long days lately. Life in a caravan is definitely interesting whilst trying to raise 2 boys and homeschool and deal with house issues. Oh dear. I appreciate you, Tom. You're awesome. Very welcome member of my community, as are all of you, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will catch you in the comments section. And remember to do a vote on that poll as to whether or not you prefer the thumbnails with the black writing with the white, or the blue writing with the yellow, or whether you prefer the yellow writing with the blue. Which one do you prefer? I would really appreciate your feedback. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you in the comments. Remember, you're either green and growing or you're ripe and rotting. Bless you. Have a great day.